Okay, friends, welcome back to our online Bible study. We are digging through John chapter 8 this week, and we're going to take you back today to one of the Psalms in the Old Testament that is certainly one of the Psalms that the author of John would have had in his mind, that the followers of Jesus walking around would have had floating around in their minds when he's teaching. Obviously, Jesus knows the Psalm, so through the lens of knowing what Jesus knows, this is one of the things that Jesus knew. I'm not going to read all of Psalm 27 to you. I'm going to encourage you to do that on your own, though. But I want to hone in on just a couple of pieces of it. And as I read it, think about how is this connected to what we're seeing in the Gospel of John. Very beginning. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? I mean, we see it all throughout the Scripture, that one of the things that is used to describe God is light. So when Jesus says, I am the light of the world, what is he saying? Like God is the light, I am too. The Lord is my light and my salvation. We'll see that Jesus is not only the light, but he's also the salvation. So who do I need to fear? So as I walk in the light, as I follow after Jesus, I don't have to fear because I'm walking in the light of the Lord. When evildoers assail me to eat up my flesh, like to consume me, to utterly destroy me, my adversaries and foes, it is they who will stumble and fall. I know that it may not feel like it right now. I know that right now it feels like I'm just being eaten alive, but I know that in time, as I'm walking in the light, I will be able to see. They who are walking in the darkness, it will be they eventually who stumble. Though an army encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. It doesn't mean I'm not afraid because there is nothing to be afraid of. There's plenty to be afraid of, but I don't fear because I know that he's with me. The war arise against me, yet I will be confident. Not confident in my own abilities, but confident in the one who is like light, who comforts me and guides me, reveals all things, and who in the end makes all things right. One thing have I asked for of the Lord. One thing will I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life. The psalmist gets it. David here, he gets it. The one thing that matters is that relationship with God, that assurance that he is with me, dwelling in the house of the Lord. Now, are there other things that matter also? Of course. Saying that it's the one thing that matters doesn't mean nothing else matters. It means it's in a different category that nothing else is in. That matters more than anything. And it's only underneath the heading of that mattering that everything else matters also. That is what matters most, that I dwell with him. And then skip all the way down to the end. Verse 14. Wait for the Lord. Be strong and let your heart take courage. Wait for the Lord. So here's a little bit of instruction at the end. A little bit of instruction. What does it look like to live in the light of God? He's waiting for the Lord. And it was a long time ago, I was staying at a retreat center, and I got up really, really early in the morning, and I sat there underneath the blanket, and I waited for the sun to rise, and it felt like it was going to take forever. That's what it's like to wait for the Lord. You just sit there and you begin to see a little bit of a glimpse of the light. And it feels like the sun will never come up over the hills, but you know that in time it will. What does it look like to be people who live in the light? It means we wait for the Lord. Even when the sun is not shining, we look towards the horizon because we know that it's coming. All right, friends, I hope this Bible study, this online deal, is a real blessing to you. I know this is a blessing to those of us who are a part of it. Keep with your reading one more day this week. God bless you. Keep it up, and I'll see you soon.